Yo, what's good? It's your boy Bike with another video. Today, we are going to be reacting to this creator. Um, she has 4 months of quitting nicotine. 4 months of quitting nicotine. It's like a documentary. And for those of you who do not know, I used to smoke and vape. Yes, I used to smoke and vape. I quit. It's been almost a year since I quit. So we're just going to check this video out and see what she went through, see if it's comparable to what I went through. And for those of you watching, maybe y'all went through this same situation and things like that. Or if somebody is trying to quit, just offer them some advice and, just seeing, what they may or may not go through and things like that. So we're going to get right into it. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Lung illnesses that could be linked to vaping.
It took 2 days for my lungs to fail. I almost died.
Vaping in teenagers is something that is causing harm to our kids, and we want that message to be loud and clear.
This is well produced. This is well produced. Well produced. Shout out this creator.
My name is McCall Mirabella, and I am addicted to nicotine. I started vaping freshman year of high school, and I stopped when I turned 19. So basically a little over 4 years.
Teenagers are vaping nicotine and marijuana at higher rates than ever before.
To all of you mothers and fathers out there who think, not my kid, this is your PSA. Yes, your kid.
January of 2022, I asked my friend if he wanted to quit nicotine with me. The truth is, practically my whole friend group is addicted to nicotine. Vaping is as common as teen drinking in my world. One of my best friends, Sean, doesn't vape, and he ended up betting me and 7 of my friends $3,000 each if we could quit nicotine until January 1st of 2023. If you've never
I wish somebody would have gave me that bet.
been addicted to anything before, this probably sounds like a really good idea and an easy way to make cash, but addiction is a disease, one that shows you the ugliest parts of yourself. But we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, she's doing all of that. I definitely did not go through all of that. Like, that was a bit, I want to say a bit dramatic, but that just wasn't my experience. But let's go.
Let's like actually do this shit, yo. I'm so excited actually.
Is it 12?
Yeah.
It is? That was my last hit. We got this.
Good luck, Mickey.
Big baller. I already want to hit it again.
Just like that, the challenge had begun.
Guys, we're 4 minutes in.
No,
What's going on?
Since day one, I've told Sean and all of my friends that quit with me if I could make it to December, I was going to donate the money. And I'm doing that because I want to prove that I'm quitting for myself. Make sure you subscribe to see if I make it until December. Fingers crossed. I know I will be able to.
Common nicotine withdrawal symptoms: nicotine cravings, anger, frustration, and irritability, difficulty concentrating, insomnia, restlessness, anxiety, depression, hunger, or increased appetite.
Now I will say two of those I experienced trouble concentrating and increased hunger. All the rest of those, anxiety and all the rest of those, I did not experience none of that. In fact, I was about the concentration. What that looks like is, I remember I was at work and I was like, okay, I need to do X, Y, and Z next, right? And then all of a sudden, I am just staring into space. I'm just like, for like 5 minutes, I'm just like, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z. which, which is, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then you get mild, like just a slight mild headache. Um, people who drink, who's addicted to caffeine, say they experience slight headaches when they don't have caffeine. So it's kind of similar to that. It's not a throbbing headache, but it's like a slight headache, slight headache.
I had no idea what was coming.
I'm gonna whisper because I don't want my roommates to hear me. I'm 10 hours in, and this shit is hard. I was having like a laugh attack, and like my hands were really shaky, my leg was shaky. I don't know why the fuck I'm crying. I don't know, I feel weird. You're gonna be really disappointed in me.
I'm gonna be disappointed?
Yeah.
I am? Why?
Yeah. Okay, I never stopped hitting nicotine, and so I've been addicted for like 4 years. And so as of yesterday, I tried to quit. I'm trying to quit, and it's really hard. But I'm having a really hard time, but I really do want to quit. I need support right now.
Now, I will say this. She's just doing it like cold turkey. When I quit, I didn't just quit like cold turkey. I had like a plan. So what I did was I would leave the first week. I think it was like a month plan. So the first week, I didn't bring it to work. I think it was the first 2 weeks, I didn't bring it to work. The last 2 weeks, I didn't bring it to work. I didn't bring it to, the grocery store or wherever I was going. I didn't bring it. I left it at home, and I only vaped when I was at the house. I didn't bring it anywhere else. And that kind of helped me a little bit versus what she is doing, which is just straight up cold turkey, which is dangerous, which is very dangerous, not only with nicotine, but with anything you're addicted to. You're just cutting it off from the body like that. Or whatever. And she says she's been vaping for 4 years since high school. So that's her first introduction to nicotine. Me personally, I started smoking Black and Milds in college. And from Black and Milds, I went to cigarettes. And then from cigarettes, I tried to quit cigarettes several times. And this is why I believe that, just for me personally, that the path to actually quitting like nicotine and things like that, the path to me, vaping is a easier path to quitting than cigarettes. Both is hard, as we can see with the video. Both is hard, but quitting cigarettes, like I said, I tried to quit several times, and what will happen is I'll be at work, I'll be in smoke my last cigarette or whatever on the way to work, or or whatever. And I would go to the store and I'd be like, yeah, I'm off work. I'm gonna get me something to drink and some chips or something like that. A little snack or something for the road, right? I'm headed home on my way home. So I go in the convenience store, whatever, go in there, get my drink, get my chips, come back out, get to the car. I get to the car and I get in there and all I know is I'm doing this. Everybody that smoke, anybody that smoke, know what I'm doing. And I'm like, wait, I'm like, what? I'm like, dang, how? I'm like, oh man, I'm supposed to be quitting. I was supposed to be quitting. I got a pack of cigarettes in my hand. When did I buy this? It's crazy. You'll go in the store and you'll buy a pack of cigarettes before you even know it. Like you're just that used to buying cigarettes. And so when I got off cigarettes, and I'll tell y'all the day that I got off cigarettes, I had committed myself to the gym. And I committed myself to the gym, right? And so I was going to the gym for at least about 2-3 months. And anybody that knows me, when I commit myself to something, I'm going all the way in. I'm going to the extreme. I don't know why that is. I'm to the extreme with, like, if I like something, it's to the extreme. If I don't like something, I could care less about it. I really could care less. So I'm the extreme on both ends. But anyway. So I'm driving in the car. I'm on my way to the gym. And I'm like, I'm just driving. And a thought came in my head. Boop. You finna go in the gym and possibly run 2-3 miles, because that's what I was doing. You're gonna run 2-3 miles and lift weights and almost kill yourself in the gym. And you sitting in the car smoking a cigarette, messing up your lungs. You know this is not good for your lungs. I said, this is stupid. This is stupid. I said, this is stupid. This is so stupid. So that was the beginning of me quitting. And then I later on kind of ventured off to vaping. I ventured off to doing hookah. I think I bought a hookah and I was doing the hookah. And then from the hookah, I ventured off to vaping. And this was when vaping first came out, with all of the flavors and all of that stuff like that. This is when vaping first came out. So you're looking at a long time of me just taking nicotine and just me being addicted to nicotine. Way more than 4 years. I tell you that. You're talking about, we'll just say what, maybe 2005. We just say maybe 2005. So that's almost 20 years. That's almost 20 years of just nicotine inhaling. That's crazy.
6:34 p.m. They have officially lost their mind.
That's a wrap on day 2. That was so hard. Day 3. I really feel like I'm about to cave and just give up. Right now I'm in a very irritable, bad mood. There's like an angel on my shoulder saying, don't hit it. And then the devil's like,
why? Why shouldn't we hit it? We're young. Our lungs will heal.
I think the most important thing right now is keeping busy.
That is true. You do have a little voice in your head. That's funny. That's funny.
This is so hard. I feel like I'm at war in my body. My throat hurts, my head hurts, I'm craving it. I'm really hungry. I'm fucking crying.
Probably wondering why I'm putting myself through this. Maybe being addicted isn't so bad after all. I mean, where does one find the motivation to quit? I was thinking about the life I want to live, but I was discouraged by how much of my life revolved around nicotine. I want to have healthy lungs. I don't want to be estranged with tubes by the age of 40. The damage vaping can cause our lungs terrified me, but I'm not the only one being affected by nicotine. It's an epidemic.
8 teenagers have been hospitalized with severe lung damage in just the past month, and doctors suspect vaping is to blame.
The Surgeon General has declared it an epidemic.
This child almost died from this.
8 deaths in the US reportedly linked to e-cigarettes.
Lung illnesses that could be linked to vaping.
It was a scary thought for anybody. They had no idea how to treat it either.
He had to relearn to walk.
It took 2 days for my lungs to fail, and I almost died.
No amount of usage is healthy. A lot of people say they vape just for social events. It doesn't work like that. Most people don't even know the true hold it has on them until they try to quit. I mean, that's what happened to me.
This is really hard. Every time I have a little fidget episode or I get really worked up or anything, I don't want to film it. Like, it's fucking embarrassing.
Nate and I are looking up vaping hotlines.
If I'm not texting a therapist in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna die.
Me too. It's connected.
I want to say, yeah, you do fidget. You do fidget a lot. You do fidget a lot. You know, my experience, it was more, I don't know. I'm just, I'm a little bit different. My experience, I felt all of that. Like what she's feeling, the hunger, especially after a meal, after you eat, you want, yeah, all my smokers know after you eat, that's when your craving is at its highest. And after I would eat, I would crave it. And it was almost to the fact that when you eat and you crave it, you eat, you feel satisfied, right? After you eat, you feel satisfied. After I ate during that period, like, I didn't feel satisfied because I didn't have the nicotine.
Because nicotine is a hunger suppressant, when you first quit, you eat a lot more. Your appetite grows. I was binge eating the first week I quit. I was so hungry, and I was also trying to satisfy the feeling of cravings with food, with takeout food more specifically. I've probably had more fast food in the past 4 months than I have in my whole lifetime, which isn't good. But this whole process has been imperfect, and I want to be very transparent about that. I ended up stepping on a scale, and I was shocked by what I saw.
I weighed myself today, and I gained 8 pounds. That was really hard for me. I almost cried.
This is true. This is true. This is very true. You eat. I remember going to the store and getting a thing of Bluebell ice cream. I went to Publix and I got some. I got their chicken. I got some of their fried chicken. I got macaroni, some coleslaw, and then I got that ice cream, Bluebell Cookies and cream ice cream, my favorite. And I got the gallon. Was it the biggest one they sell? Got that. This was on a Saturday. Ate the chicken. Then I ate the ice cream. Ate the chicken. Ate some more chicken. Ate some more ice cream. I was just eating. And it had got to a point, and it on a regular basis, because I'm greedy anyway. I'm greedy anyway. That thing of blueberry ice cream, I can eat that in like 2-3 days. I can eat all of that in like 2-3 days. I ate this ice cream in one day. And the thing that I don't want to say scared me, but notified, it kind of like, I kind of recognized what was going on. That's when I recognized, like, I am eating a lot. Was that I was full. Like, I was physically full. Like, I was like full. But I was still eating. I still wanted it. Like, I still craved it. And it was different than, because, once you get full or whatever, you're satisfied. But like she said in this video, you're trying to curve this addiction of wanting this nicotine with food. You're trying to replace your addiction. And if you're not careful, you will replace it with food. And like she said, she stepped on the scale and she had gained 8 pounds. Well, I was at the time, I think I was, and I'm a big guy. I'm 6'7". And I think at the time, maybe I was teetering like 290 or something like that. I stepped on the scale. I was 320. I was 320 pounds. And I said, whoa, I blew up. in some months. And yeah, she said a week, but when I went on the scale, it was a few months. I went on the scale and I was like, oh, I'm 320 pounds. This is crazy. If I keep this up, I'm going to be on my 400-pound life. For real. So yeah, I was 320 pounds. And as hard as quitting nicotine was, quitting vaping, as hard as this was not the hardest thing that I ever had to quit. This was not the hardest thing that I ever had to quit. And if you want to know what was the hardest thing that I ever had to quit, click this video right here. But anyway, the link to her video will be down in the description below. It's a well-produced video. Y'all should check it out. And I'll holler at y'all next time. Believe that.